Hello and welcome. Today I have a heartwarming story about a very kind little girl named Samantha. Samantha loves to help her friends and make them smile. In this story, we'll learn about the warm, happy feeling that comes from kindness and how little acts of caring can make a big difference. So get cozy and begin our story about Samantha, the kindness hero. Samantha was having a quiet afternoon at home with her mum. They were both sitting comfortably on the soft, squishy sofa in the living room. The room was filled with the gentle sound of a ticking clock and the warm, cozy smell of freshly brewed tea. Samantha looked up at her mum, her big eyes full of excitement, and said, "Mummy, can I tell you something that happened today at school?" Mum turned to her with a kind smile and said, "Of course, sweetheart. I love hearing about your day. Tell me everything." As if gathering her thoughts, Samantha took a deep breath and began, "Well, today at lunchtime, my friend Ben opened his lunchbox and nothing was inside. I think his mum forgot to pack his lunch, so he didn't have any lunch to eat." Mum raised her eyebrows, listening intently. "Oh dear, that must have been so hard for Ben. What did you do?" Samantha's little face lit up as she spoke. "At first I didn't know what to do. I felt something, Mummy, like a warm, fuzzy feeling. I wanted to help him, so I could give him half of my sandwich and one of my strawberries. Strawberries are his favourite." Mum nodded, understanding. "That was such a kind thing to do, Samantha. How did Ben feel when you shared with him?" Samantha smiled brightly. "He looked so happy. He gave me a big smile and said, 'Thank you, you're my best friend.' And then that warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart grew. I felt like I just hugged him, even though I hadn't." Mum leaned in closer, gently hugging Samantha. "That feeling you're describing, my love, is called kindness. When you do something thoughtful for someone else, it makes both of you feel good. Kindness is like sharing a piece of your heart with someone who needs it." Samantha's eyes went wide. "Kindness? Oh, I like that word, Mummy. It makes me feel good too." Mum nodded. "That's because kindness is one of our best feelings. When you shared your lunch, you showed Ben kindness, which made both of you feel happy." Samantha thought about it momentarily, then said, "You know what, Mummy? I had that same warm feeling again after school. When Daddy picked me up from school, he took us to the sweet shop next to the school. My friend Ben was there too, but he had no money to buy sweets. I had some money from my piggy bank, so I thought maybe I could buy some sweets that we both liked and we can share." Mum gave Samantha an encouraging nod. "How did Ben feel when you shared your sweets with him?" Samantha's face brightened again. "He was so happy. We got a little bag of gummy bears and took turns picking our favourite colours on the way home. It was so much fun. And I got that same fuzzy, warm feeling again." Mum smiled proudly. "That's wonderful, Samantha. You were kind to Ben too. Kindness isn't only about sharing things. It's also about thinking about someone else's feelings. Like when you noticed Ben didn't have lunch and you wanted to make him feel happy. Or when you shared your sweets with Ben so he wouldn't feel left out. You're sharing more than food or treats, you're sharing your heart." Samantha tilted her head, thinking, "So kindness is like sharing my heart with someone?" Mum beamed. "Exactly, my love. Kindness is about sharing what's inside you, your care, thoughtfulness, and wish to make someone happy. It doesn't have to be big or fancy. Even little acts of kindness like sharing a sandwich or a sweet can mean a lot." Samantha giggled. "Oh, I like that. I want to be kind every day. I'll be the kindness hero." Mum chuckled and squeezed Samantha's hand. "That's a beautiful idea. Samantha, being a kind hero doesn't need a cape or superpowers. It just needs a caring heart like yours. And did you know that kindness is a bit like a boomerang?" Samantha's eyes widened with curiosity. "A boomerang? What's that?" Mum explained. "A boomerang is something you throw and comes right back to you. Kindness is like that. When you show kindness to others, it returns to you, making you feel happy and warm inside." Samantha's listened as she took it all in. "A kindness boomerang? I love that, Mummy. I'll be the kindness boomerang girl." Mum laughed softly. "Yes, and that's a wonderful superpower. Imagine if everyone shared a little bit of kindness each day. It would be like spreading warm, fuzzy feelings everywhere. And the best part? Kindness isn't just about giving things. It's also about smiling, saying nice words, and listening when someone wants to talk. Samantha thought about it, then nodded. Like when I told Ben with his new haircut it made him look cool. Mum nodded. Exactly, sweetheart. Little words of kindness can be like tiny gifts that make someone feel special. And you know what? Sometimes people need kindness even more than they need things. Samantha gave her mum an extensive, thoughtful nod, looking happy and proud. I'm going to remember that, Mummy. Tomorrow, if someone looks sad or sees someone who needs help, I'll try to share my kindness. Mum kissed Samantha on the forehead. That's wonderful, my love. Even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. And remember, even if you don't have something to give, you can still be kind by sharing your words or actions. Samantha snuggled close, her heart filled with warm, fuzzy feelings. Thank you, Mummy. I'm going to try to be kind every day. It's the best superpower. Mum wrapped her arms around Samantha, feeling just as warm and happy. It truly is, Samantha. You're already my kind hero. Narrator. With that, Samantha closed her eyes, dreaming of how she could share kindness wherever she went. She knew she had a superpower that could make the world a brighter, happier place, because kindness is like a magical boomerang. When you give it away, it always comes back to you, making everyone's heart feel just a little warmer. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please tell all your friends about discoverlifeskills.com and come back anytime to listen to more stories with meanings.